Welcome, we back. Visual Parlors Podcast. Two of your hosts, 2 out of 3. I guess it's better than, It's over half. It's over half. So, to the right, we have Tanny Marjay, T-Top, Sweet as Taboo. What else you call
that is the driest introduction you have ever given, and I don't like it.
Well,
I don't like it. You didn't play no air horn to me. You didn't give me... Don't you do it now. Don't do it now, but you didn't give me that. I'm just saying, you need to keep the same energy. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe I'm tired. Maybe I had a weekend.
That's not my problem, sir.
Hey, man.
I didn't do it. So that's not my...
Wow.
That's not my problem.
I'll be better. Can we move forward?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I be better?
Go ahead and give yourself the bomb-ass introduction you didn't give me.
Shit, I got the same energy for myself I got for you. Okay. Equality around here.
Okay.
Then it is me, since I was rudely interrupted from my intro. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Your class act.
I know.
We have myself.
That is him, the one and only.
Oh, wow.
Cleo Chiha.
So now you going to give me the intro to make it say my intro was better than yours? Boy, that's some cold shit right here. Cold shit. Now,
if I knew which button to push, I'd...
Which button?
I don't know which button.
You can't stand me?
Yeah, well, I should have played that one.
Oh.
Definitely should have played that.
Damn.
But we're going to need that one later. So.
Okay. Well, it's me. It's Cleo. Cleo Chiha. He that is him. It's been like that. Your girlfriend's favorite boyfriend. Let's get to it, man. I ain't got time for that. Let's clap it up for us. Since Tierney feeling real podtastic today,
I am.
That's because you just came from rocking with G.O.D. and them. I've been over here doing my thing. So, okay, man, let's see what we're going to talk about today. I think we're going to freestyle it. Nothing particular, just a bunch of freestyles. But first, let's talk about this 60-year-old black woman who has an interesting take on when she should settle.
The 60-year-old.
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 60. Big 60.
Okay.
60.
Okay.
Are we clear on 60?
We are clear. She is
60.
60.
Okay. Let's see what she had. Let's see what one of our elders has to say. One of our wise women has to say to the younger women. Let's see what we got going.
So the question is, when do you settle? When do you compromise? Or do you at all? As for me, I've been single a pretty long time. Never thought it would be this long. I have to admit, when I got divorced a long time ago, I was a little arrogant. I was in my mid-30s, and I knew I was a good catch. Good woman, educated, great career, amazing mom, and I was a great wife. Cook, clean, do all that. So I kind of was a little arrogant and thought, it's no problem. I'm going to be married in 2 to 3 years. Well, it's been a long, long time. And honestly, not even gotten close. And so sometimes, like a lot of women in my situation that I've talked to.
Pause the video.
What is so funny?
Pause the video, man.
Why are you laughing?
Didn't even get close. You ain't got close in 30 years.
She is speaking her truth. That's just what she thought. She thought it was going to be 2-3 years.
She didn't even say the man did something. That's the reason she left. She said because I was arrogant.
Okay, yeah.
She said
because she was arrogant. She thought she would be married again within 2 to 3 years.
Why would you think you would be married again in 2 to 3 years if you was already married with a family?
Because I don't know. We don't know the reason why the divorce.
Okay, let's let her keep talking.
Okay.
Ask yourself, when do you give up? When do you give up on finding the one? Or do you? As for me, I go back and forth. Sometimes I go, well, I just need to be with Mr. Right now. Doesn't give me butterflies, but he's a good man. He's nice. He likes me. Don't have much in common, but he calls, so I talk to him. Or sometimes you've got the one that gives you butterflies, but you know he's unreliable and not dependable. He's broke. You got to take him out to dinner. We've all
How
done
are
it.
you getting butterflies from a broken...
Let's stop that
From
again.
someone who doesn't even... How you got butterflies? What are the butterflies from? The sex?
That's what the butterflies from. When he's dropping that thing. See, what she clearly is describing here, she is a slave to her preference.
I didn't take it like that.
She's a slave to her preference.
I didn't take it like that.
You didn't take it like that?
No.
She said the man that she desire, but she know he's not reliable.
Right.
Quote unquote Pookie Ray Ray, a.k.a. Lil Jody. Though not the ones who call her and talk to her, she still feels like at 60 years old, she the prize. Because she got an education that we don't care about. Because she got her own money that we don't care about. She's 60 talking about when is it appropriate to settle. Just let her keep talking.
Those are never sustaining long-term relationships. So the question is, do you compromise? Well, where I am right now, today, I'm going to say no. I'm not going to compromise.
Yeah, just wait to
I'm
settle.
waiting. I'm going to stay optimistic. It gets hard staying optimistic this long.
30 years.
But I'm going to stay optimistic. Now, tomorrow,
I might settle.
I don't know. Might settle. Just keeping it real.
Kenny, man, tell me this shit just fell out your pocket, man.
This is the older people talking like this. And she think because she look good for her age, she's the prize. You're 60. 6T. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sit this one back right here. Now, go ahead and take up for your further sister and give me some understanding and some clarity of maybe I'm hearing the wrong thing when it come down to what's been said here.
There's not much for me to back up. I agree that you should definitely compromise some things. Some things, because you're not going to find somebody who fits every single last thing. There's going to be one thing, at least one, that you don't like.
Well, you know, she capitalized, broke. She capitalized it.
Okay, so obviously she's not willing to compromise on the broke part. That's fine.
Yeah, but what's her definition of broke?
If she makes $70,000 and he makes $25,000, that's probably her definition.
First
of
of
broke.
all, that's not even somebody she's even gonna be in the same room with.
But that's her definition of broke. I'm
No,
sure.
no.
I don't know. We don't know what she makes, but I'm just saying.
Whatever her definition is,
Anybody who makes significantly
the
less
way
money than
that
her
she's
is broke.
talking, her definition of broke is twice what she make.
I'm sorry.
Twice what she make. So if she
Even if he makes more than her,
twice what she make.
he's
She's
still broke.
60.
No.
You can't tell me a black woman in America cannot find in 30 years a man who make equal of what she make. It's no way possible.
No, you can find somebody
To
easily
make
it
equal, right?
A little bit more, a little bit less. Yeah, you can easily find somebody with that.
She's 60.
She's not willing to compromise on a lot of things.
Well, she's willing to die alone.
She's not willing to compromise. She's
not
not
today.
willing to settle right now.
Not today, but
No.
tomorrow
Yeah,
she
tomorrow.
might settle.
Yeah.
You know?
You never know.
You know?
She might. She
Oh,
said it though. She said today she is not
She's
willing
not to compromise.
to settle.
Okay.
Tomorrow she might be.
So I'm finna ask you. At 60.
Oh, at 60. No, you don't
At
have to ask.
60.
You don't have to ask me.
I'm just gonna
Go
ask
ahead.
you. At 60, how much wee you think she's sucking?
Oh, that's not. I thought you were going in a different
No,
direction.
no.
Um,
How much sex you think she putting out?
I don't think she's putting out hardly any.
So if she's that stubborn to self-sabotage herself, what is the chances that a man is going to like her for her personality? Because she's not putting nothing else out. She already was married. She left. Didn't say the man did nothing. She just left because I knew I'd be married again in 3 years. That means you felt like you settled with the man you was. So you thought that the man that you had was less than. But you married him and gave him kids. And now you 60. Talking about I'm not compromising today, but I might settle tomorrow. So first of all, do she even deserve a man?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Why does she deserve a man?
Everybody deserves somebody.
Well, what? No. That's not what the Bible said. The Bible didn't promise you would have anybody.
Are we talking?
The Bible did not promise
So
you
are we
would have
talking
anybody.
on religious terms? Are we
I'm just
biblical?
letting it be known.
Okay.
You know, we'll talk about that another time, but it didn't promise everybody would have somebody. But what I'm saying is the way that her attitude is about men, that's her disposition. So do you think she's going to
What
be...
is her attitude about men? What is her
We're
attitude?
broke or unreliable. That's her words. So meaning she don't know how to pick men. She picked Jody,
All she's saying
Pookie,
is she is saying
Ray,
that the men that call and text and give her
attention, the ones that show that they're interested,
yes,
they don't have
she'll
enough
just
money.
answer and be like, oh yeah, I guess I could.
Yeah, because they don't have enough money for her luxury lifestyle at 60.
They don't have enough for her lifestyle. Let's not say it's luxury. We'll just say it's a lifestyle. Dude, they don't have enough for her lifestyle. She is 60. So at this point, she would need somebody to have some kind of money. Something.
No, she don't.
Equal to or more than.
And you telling me she can't
At least
find
equal to.
nobody in 30 years?
I'm sure she could find somebody who makes
okay, so what you
pay.
think the problem is, the men or her?
It's her. A little bit of her.
What the fuck? Why is it a little bit of her?
Because I'm saying that because... No, it is her. It is her.
She's 60.
It's her. Because I feel like she is just not at this point willing to say, I will put up with such and such to get to the end game. Because it's been 30 years. It's been 30 years. Your kids are grown. You don't have any ties, you know. So it's her.
Look,
She's just not willing to compromise. I'm just saying a little softer than you are.
Because you try to shoot her some bail.
I'm not trying to shoot her bail.
Yes, you are. Man,
all I'm saying is she's just not willing to put up with anything. She doesn't want to put up with anything. That is her choice.
Unreliable and broke. She didn't give a sob story. She didn't say this was this. I had to do that.
Maybe she didn't want to go too much into detail.
The ones that I've dealt with don't have enough money to deal with her. So by her definition, broke is that's subjective. Mm-hmm. She can feel like 50,000, 60,000 is considered broke.
Yeah, she could.
She can consider 60, 70,000. Shit, 100,000 is broke if you live in California. So what's her definition of broke? Well, it took 30 years and you still are on the market. And then you have an attitude like, I might settle. So do you think she's going to treat that man with proper respect? Is she's going to be nice, kind? She's going to be genuine? She's going to be cooperative, not combative? I'm not going to even use the word submit because y'all think that is slavery. So do you think at the age of 60, she left her husband because she thought she would be married in 3 more years after she divorced her man? So she felt like she was better than her man from the jump. She was smarter than the man, better than the man, but she married the man and had kids with the man.
I'm sure that's because that's what you did back then.
No.
That is what you did.
No.
If you got, maybe she got pregnant
She
first.
is 60. I have a grandfather that is 82, 83. That's what they did. She didn't do this shit. She 2 generations behind that. So, do this woman deserve a man? I think not.
I still say yes.
The reason she don't deserve a man because you can't respect the man you settle for.
That's true.
So how can...
And that's why she's not willing to settle.
Who she gonna get?
But that's why she's not willing to settle. If she knows she's not going to respect this man, she's like, I'm not...
No, she knows.
You can at least respect that, but she's not going to waste anybody's time.
No. She said out of her mouth, I'm not willing to compromise today, but I might settle tomorrow. She understands her window is closed. The door is closed. Mm-hmm. She is trying to slide through the chimney. Mm-hmm. What man deserves that? Rich, middle class, poor, and indifferent.
Man.
What man deserves a woman to say, I'm just going to pick you because I just need somebody in the house with me?
Okay, you're right.
She need to go get somebody that's at the light asking for some money, because you might as well settle with somebody who can use your help. Because a man...
So settle with somebody who needs you, not with somebody you need.
Yeah. Exactly.
Why?
Because why would you put... If the man made $50,000, right?
Okay.
Why would you go mess with this man? Knowing you finna belittle him, you not finna offer him nothing because he has something of his own. Even though it's not a lot, he has something of his own. But go get your homeless man, he has nothing. So at least he can at least benefit from the belittling
So
you're going to give him.
You want her to go find somebody she can mold.
Yeah, go mold him. From
At 60 years old.
From scratch. She's trying to date at 60. Like, at this point, the human life... The life expectancy, this woman only got 12 more years of living.
Wow.
12 more. Come on, man. You know that woman. She don't deserve nobody. No man, no woman.
I'm not going to say that.
No trans. She don't deserve
say
nobody.
Everybody deserves somebody. That's just my opinion.
Nobody. No. What is
because there is a
deserving?
Man that is willing to deal with
What
her.
is deserving?
What is deserving?
Deserving. Mm-hmm. If you deserve something, don't that mean you put forth the effort to attain it?
Okay.
To earn it?
Okay.
How can she earn somebody?
For it?
She works for what?
I'm saying that's what deserving is, that she works for it.
It's a compensation from work that was put in. She's not. What work is she trying to put in?
I don't know. I need some more backstory. I feel like
this is her story.
This is not enough for me to go
Let's
off.
see if she said some more.
No, that was
the question is.
No.
Oh no, that was it.
That was it.
The question is, when do you settle? And first of all, whoever is a silly head ass woman who even asks her this shit, when do you settle? You asked a 60-year-old woman, when do you settle? And she's telling you, at 60, nah, you still got a little bit more time. Maybe tomorrow though, because it takes a lot to be by yourself for this long. Man, you cannot tell me this woman ain't dated in 30 years. You cannot tell me
she didn't say she didn't date in 30 years.
But I'm just saying, you can't tell me she has not come across man in 30 years since her divorce. She still didn't say why she got divorced. So it was her fault. She left because she just felt like she was better than that man. Now she is 60 years old, telling young women and teenagers, whoever listening to this shit, you have time, because I'm going to be optimistic. You know what optimistic means? I am fine with lottery odds.
Because anything could happen.
Anything is possible. She is still living a cartoon Disney mentality life. If this woman fall out the fucking shower tonight, nobody is there to help her. Y'all don't think about that shit. They think about the luxury, the vacation. Okay, let's think about some simple shit. Just fall out the shower. You go outside and your tire flat.
All women should know how to change.
The shingles are going off your house and this rain starting to come in a little bit. There's a drip coming through the kitchen.
Go get a tarp.
Go get a tarp?
Yeah.
Who gonna get up there?
You got a ladder?
No, she ain't got no damn ladder. You got a ladder? You got a ladder?
No, but
do
I know
you
where
have
I
a
can get
ladder?
one. I know
No.
I know
do
where
you
I
have
get-
a ladder at your house?
No. I have a step ladder.
How many steps?
It's like 3.
You think you can get on the roof?
That's not the point.
Can you get on the-
if I know to go get a tarp, I know I need a ladder too. I'm just saying. I'm not saying
She need to just go ahead and go be her husband's side bitch. Her ex-husband's side bitch.
He probably don't want to.
He probably don't. I'm pretty sure he's living his life. This is the outcome of what happens when you put your career, your selfish needs, your sexual desires, whatever your preference is. When you put this shit first, this is exactly what happens. This is a 60-year-old black woman who is talking about she's having a hard time with compromise and settling.
Okay, well, why don't we spend this? Why don't we talk about you for a second?
No, go for it.
Why don't we talk about you? How about we leave the 60-year-old woman and focus on the 30?
Insano shows no mercy.
The 30. The 30-year-old black man. How about that?
What's up?
So, what is things you won't settle for? And let's see if maybe y'all have some similarities in there somewhere.
Domestics.
Okay.
I mean,
but that's kind of that should be everybody's.
No.
That should be everybody's.
I mean, it should be, but it's never in their top 5. So.
Okay, domestics. Are you willing to put up with cheating?
Nope.
No cheating.
Not doing
even,
no cheating.
Not
Nope.
even. Sorry, it was one time.
Nope.
Text. No physical contact. Just text. Calls.
I do too much in a relationship to have you do that.
Okay.
No verbal abuse.
What about
no
not
domestic?
No job.
No, you're gonna work because you're an adult.
So you don't do the stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home wife thing.
No, because I don't have a wife.
But you will one day.
Okay.
You're just not there yet.
I mean, the way that my life's set up and about to be set up, I'll be able to retire my wife.
Okay, so she can stay at home. At some point, she can stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but it has to be a certain amount of money coming in the home before she can stay home.
Of course, that's how it works right now.
But right now, you would not be with somebody who's not working.
No.
What if she's like living off she's got government assistance?
Hell no. Fuck no. Absolutely not.
No government
Baby
assistance?
talk.
No food stamps, no housing, no.
Nope, because all that means is you will never have the respect of that woman. You'll never have the respect of the woman. How?
Okay, if she's working and has government assistance. You can
No.
wiggle room. That's no.
It's no.
How? Come on now. You being too harsh, I think. You were being too harsh.
Because we didn't had this government assistance talk
Yes.
too many times. One.
Because I think you're being way too harsh when it comes to that.
Because y'all have shown time and time again, y'all think housing vouchers and food stamps is your part. If I'm not paying for the food, technically I'm not putting the food in the house. This is why y'all have the conversation: who eats first, the man or the kids?
Okay, I can see why you feel like that.
No,
like,
I don't feel. That's what it is.
I see. Okay.
That stems from I put the food in the house.
That's a stupid conversation to be having. Anyway.
But that's what we had.
That is such a...
Y'all keep coming up with these conversations. Men ain't having these conversations. Men are never sitting around saying, you know what? I feel like I need to get my plate for the kids. We don't do that.
Y'all don't have the conversation. You may think it, but y'all not having the conversation.
We don't.
You never thought that before?
I don't have to think that. You know why? Because 9 times out of 10, out of my relationships, if it's a situation that we're cooking and preparing the food or whatever the case may be, we give the kids their food first so they can eat, hurry up and go to sleep, and then we eat. Mm-hmm. But in the sense of, if she was cooking, who deserves their food first? That's not something that.
But that's why it's a stupid conversation, because it's like you're not feeding your husband 6 hours before you feed the kid. Like, you feeding everybody at the same time. Does it really matter?
According to y'all, yes. Y'all think, man,
no,
look,
because there are some of us who feel like, and I'm just gonna say, there are some of us who feel like the men deserve the plate first. When I'm in a relationship, or probably before I'm even in a relationship, it does not matter, because I'll do it for my cousins, for my uncle, whatever. I will fix a man's plate. That is just me. That is just, I was not taught to do that. I don't know. I just do it. I just do it.
I mean, it's an old law. You know, that man don't need to be in this kitchen fixing his plate. You go to Louisiana, or somebody with your family, or somebody that understand those values, and you done brought a man over here, and if the food start being dispersed and somebody of an older woman see this man with nothing in his hand,
oh yeah, you gonna get it.
It's gonna be an issue.
It's gonna be a problem.
That man don't need to be in the kitchen fixing his own food.
And people ask me why I still fix my ex plate.
So,
like, because I'm gonna fix his plate. I was his wife. Of course, I'm gonna fix his plate.
But man, today's women they just on some silly shit.
Okay,
they say this shit as if it's saying, feed your man first, get a man the food, everybody sit and watch the man eat his food. And once he finish eating
That's
his
what I'm
food,
saying.
and then you finish washing his dishes, then the kids are allowed to eat. Y'all think stupid. They just call it what it is. Y'all,
It's just 2 seconds. You give him
it's-
his plate. You fix the
It's
plates.
not even 2 seconds because shit, 9 times out of 10, you finna walk in there with 2 plates anyway. If all you're doing is placing his plate in front of him first, and then so on and so forth, and then everybody is sitting at the table eating, why is this a discussion? Like, y'all make
I don't know.
every reason to say y'all don't fuck with us.
Hey.
Y'all come up with every excuse, every topic to show us why y'all don't fuck with us. Now, y'all had a monopoly on us.
Mm-hmm.
Because, according to y'all didn't think people wanted us like that, other races. So y'all don't have a monopoly on us no more. And then you got the ones who's leaving the country for their wives. Now y'all kind of, you got your sides that still niggas ain't shit, but then you also got your sides with don't just leave, come talk and help us with the problem. We don't know how to be wives. We wasn't taught. Like, y'all don't want to do the work. Y'all want the easy way out. Why y'all want to talk now?
You're so harsh.
No, it's straight down the middle.
It's just your delivery, I guess.
It's just my delivery. The delivery come from this 60-year-old woman
No.
sitting up here telling y'all, keep hope at 60 by
Keep hope
yourself.
alive.
For 30 years? This is ridiculous.
It is. That is extreme.
Man, that is
I'm not gonna say.
ridiculous, dog.
I'm gonna agree that is extreme because at year, you see, she got divorced in her 30s.
She got divorced in her 30s, and she only got you know what? Let's tie the story together.
Yeah.
If she thought in her head, really, she would be married within 2 to 3 years, that means she divorced that man for another
somebody
man.
else. I
She
knew you
already
were
knew
gonna
she already knew who she planned on marrying.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it.
Who has that type of entitlement to feel like I'm gonna be married right after I got divorced in 3 years? Man, it probably took you 2 years to finalize a divorce. And you just knew you were gonna get married again in 3 years? You already had a candidate, man.
No, because she could have said, I'm gonna be single for a year, get myself together, maybe get some therapy or something.
Did this woman sound like she get any type of therapy? Do she sound like she get any type of therapy? Why are you?
Because I'm a woman,
Man.
and I'm a woman.
Man.
She could have said she was gonna be single for a year, get herself together, and then
She left that man.
she maybe started dating after a year.
She divorced that man for greener pastures. And then she went over there and realized it was a desert. The man she planned on marrying after her husband, she didn't realize that he was already married.
You're doing too
And
much
now
now.
she's
You are
single
digging
for 30 years.
way too deep at this
Hey,
point. You are just
I
creating.
feel like I'm more right than I am wrong.
You creating the whole story.
All I know is this is a 60-year-old black woman telling 30, 20-year-old black women
Not to settle.
not to settle. And it's like, where do you think you at on the food chain to be using the word settle?
So we're not allowed to use the word settle?
You're not allowed to use the word settle if you ain't shit yourself.
Okay. I can agree with you on that.
Okay.
I will
I sure thought you was
definitely
finna shoot her some bail. She is 60 years old talking about not settling and haven't had a man in 30 years. Nobody even wants her company. She's not even asking people, when we was dealing with each other, how did you experience me? Because she don't care. She feels she's better than men. And that's fine. You got your degree.
She's better than some men.
No, she's better than men.
Isn't?
She's better than men, period. But there is a certain type of men that she would involve her life with. Mm-hmm. But she feels like she's better than all men. They're unreliable.
I can't roll my eyes
They're
at you
broke.
hard enough.
She said it. She said they're unreliable. The ones that you want, they're unreliable. So that means she has a preference, right? Which everybody should have.
Everybody should have a preference.
Okay. But she has a preference for men that's probably in the top 10% of all men. Why do they need you at 60?
She looks good for her age, though. I will. She don't even look 60.
How much wee wee you think she's sucking?
I'm sorry.
She laughing for? How much wee wee you think she's sucking at 60? Do you, matter of fact, do she sound like a woman that feels like she's supposed to suck wee wee?
Well, okay. First of all, she's around my mama's age, and I do
It's
not.
a yes or no.
I
fam.
don't. I'm just saying, like, I'm just gonna. No, I don't think.
No.
She's
Do you even think at this point? I feel like she feel like at this point in her age,
she don't have to do it.
She feel like sex is childish. It's more than just sex.
It is.
Okay, well, let me tell you what y'all got to deal with since you finna be the next 60-year-old by your
Please
goddamn
don't
self. Let me explain to you what's going on here. Because
Are you
technology.
saying I would be the next
hey,
60-year-old?
if you take it up for this, your ass is next.
I don't know because it's starting to
Your
line
ass
up. You know, she got divorced in her
Man.
30s. She.
Your ass is next.
Man, tell me this shit just fell out your pocket, man.
Please.
Your ass is next. Let me explain to you what's
Okay,
going on.
go ahead.
Right? Mm-hmm. There was always this thing called a sugar daddy.
Right.
There was always some old black man who was not looking to his left or his right. He was looking down. Right? Okay. Fast forward, you got Viagra and Cialis. Now that is telling black men of that older age, you don't even have to just pay for time no more because we can get that thing working again. Now you got Blue Chews. There's 30-year-old men using Blue Chews. Why? Do not know.
What's a blue chew?
Some help.
Is it like it's Viagra, right? Because Viagra
in a
is a blue
sense,
pill.
pretty much. It's some assistance, which I don't know what's going on if you're in your 20s and 30s using
Using
this.
the blue chew.
But
Okay.
60. She's 60. The men, her counterparts are 60. So with her counterparts being 60 and they got the money and they kept themselves up, they got the looks, why do they need to pick her who's going to do less?
You know what? I just realized this woman is looking at 60-year-old men. She's looking for
You think
someone. The way she described it, though, sounds like she's looking for someone younger. Like
She can get a younger man.
No, like
It's easier
the way,
for her to get it.
To me, the way she described it sounded like she's looking for like
She's looking
30,
for
40.
She's looking for
not
commas.
even 50 yet.
Commas. That's what she's looking for. Commas. Yeah.
What you mean?
Commas. The bag. The money.
Oh.
She's looking for commas. She don't care how old he is. She's looking for commas. She's looking for a luxury lifestyle. She's looking for somebody to take her out the country. And being the type of woman that she sounds like, 30 years, I'm pretty sure you done took yourself to everywhere you can take yourself. A man really can't even help you at this point. There's nothing new under the sun for her.
You didn't wrote this lady's whole life story. You don't even know what happened.
I know she's single and 60.
That's all you need to know?
That's all I need to know. And she's telling y'all to keep hope alive even though she's 60. And the delusional people are going to sit up there and say,
Yeah.
she can find somebody.
If she can wait and hold out, then so can I.
Okay, that's fine. But hypothetically,
Okay.
let's say she finds somebody next year,
Okay.
right? So she'd be 60, 61. Is she 60? Yeah, she'd be 61. Let's say she finds somebody at 61. And let's just say something happened and she dies at 62. You did all of this
For nothing.
to only get your man for a year.
Well, she can't help that.
Yes, she can.
She could settle. That's what you're saying. She could settle. Today.
Who does she think she is? Like, that's the thing. Who do you think you are to say you're settling? What are you settling for?
Then what would you call it? What do you call it then? Compromising?
No.
Accepting?
It is understanding where you are and what you qualify
But
for.
she's still, even if she decided, you know what, I'm 60, you're right, I'm tripping. Let me go find somebody. Let me continue to talk to this guy. He's the safe bet, you know. She's still going to be settling. She's still going to be
Why
compromising.
do she feel at 60 years old she is doing any man a favor?
She's not doing them a favor. She's doing herself a favor.
No, but she's talking in the sense of I'm still kind of If I'm settling for you and I choose to be with you, I'm doing you a favor. You know that's how that shit go. That's what that is. So why do she deserve any man, unemployed, little bit of money, middle class, high class, which she's not gonna get, because they don't need a 60-year-old woman with that just got an attitude. If he's broke, she's not as I don't want to reach in my pocketbook to pay for nothing. So why would you do that if you got 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds that's just gonna be happy that they're in the vicinity of somebody with some money that's gonna do everything you need them to do? Why do you need a 60-year-old for that? That's all I'm asking. Why do you need a 60-year-old who left her husband 30 years ago for no real reason?
You don't know the reason.
She would have said it. That. If it wasn't her fault, she would have said it. That's how this shit go. Y'all never miss y'all chance to let the world know
that was
he
not
did
the
this.
Topic
he
of the
did
video.
this to me. Okay, cool. 30 years, and she just knew she was gonna be married again in 3 years. Mm-hmm. She already knew who she was gonna be married to. She already had a prospect, and I guarantee the dude she had in mind had more money than the man she married. Mm. That's how that should go. Matter of fact, we don't even know how much money she made. She might have took his money after divorce. We don't know how this went.
She could have.
But all I know is, regardless of how we feel about her, it's no way possible you sitting up here telling me this 60-year-old woman is still in the prime of her life.
Well,
is she in her prime?
No.
Okay, she's not in her prime.
She can't. No.
Okay, do you think she have an ugly disposition about men?
Yes.
Okay, so do you think she's more of a selfish person or a helpmeet?
I think she's definitely more selfish.
So do she deserve a man?
You keep asking me that. My answer is not going to change.
Do she deserve a man?
Yes.
Why?
Because
you just said you just said the characteristics of this woman will not help a man do anything besides be in the same house with you. That's it.
And there's a man that will put up with that. There's a man that will be happy with that.
So what you're saying is the man deserves that. There's a man
that will settle for that.
There's a man that deserves that.
There's a man that will settle for that.
Is there a man who deserves that?
No.
What?
No.
So there's a man. No man deserves to be treated the way she gonna treat him because she settled for him.
No.
But you're saying she deserves a man.
I don't like you.
Why you don't like me?
Because
I just don't understand why you're taking up for her.
I'm just saying that she deserves somebody. Somebody should.
Look here.
Somebody should.
Who?
Somebody who's willing to deal with her attitude. Somebody who just wants the same thing that she's gonna want whenever she decides that she's done looking for the perfect man. I do not believe
you really doing this right now.
What?
I don't believe you really doing this shit right now.
What?
She's fucking 60
I understand that she is 60.
old with a life expectancy of 72.
And I understand that
and you are telling me that this woman who left her husband in her 30s thought she was going to be remarried in 3 years and has been single for 30 years, not telling y'all what not to do, telling y'all to keep hope alive and come join her stupid ass at 60 single and by herself. You telling me this woman deserves a man? She don't deserve a man, a woman, a dog, nothing, a squirrel. I hope she got no.
She don't even deserve a pet.
She don't need no trees around her house.
She don't even deserve a pet.
She need to black out all of her windows and just sit there and just wait on the reaper.
Just throw her away.
What else is she doing at that age?
Just throw her away.
She threw herself away. I didn't throw her away. And it ain't got nothing to do with what she did. My thing is, we cannot afford for her to tell y'all this. This is why all this shit is happening. Passport bros, red pill, blue pill, all this is happening because you got elders telling you have 30 more years to figure it out. No, you don't. People die every day.
That is true.
And do you want to be the person who's laying on your deathbed? You see your kids, and that's it. No man to hold your hand. No man there while you take your final breath. You gonna keep hope alive.
You still got time. I'm still living.
Still got time, man. Hey,
I'm just
hey,
playing.
what they say? What they say? God got the final say so.
just
That's
playing.
what they say. God got the final say so.
Okay, I will give you that. You are right. She's 60. She's up in age. She is no longer in her prime. She cannot have any. She's past her childbearing years. She can't really offer much.
She is past. It's not even because the woman is beautiful. She's a beautiful woman.
She is.
The problem with this is at 60, your mindset is cemented.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can come to you and rebuild this at 60. What you are is it. No man wants this. This mindset, this I'm better than men, I'm better than my partner. No man likes to feel like that in their fucking teenage years. So what makes you think at 60, when a man's prime starts at 30 financially to 50? I didn't build myself up. Men have to go work for their value to be valuable. I didn't work myself up to find some woman who's just sitting up here lonely at 60 with an attitude to say all of my hard work goes towards this 60-year-old woman. Why do she deserve that? Why is she the beneficiary? Why would I leave something to her?
You're right. You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right.
That's all I'm saying. That's just me. I'm just saying no man wants that. At no age. At no age. She is the type of woman I wouldn't even trust her if I lost my health. If I couldn't get around.
Why? Because you think she would just leave?
I just feel
or
like
take
she just wouldn't
everything?
do it. She
You
wouldn't.
think she'd be done? She'd just
I
be
don't
out.
think she don't seem like the type of woman who strike me to be okay with changing your bedpan. Helping you walk around. When the man loses his health, I don't think she's that woman. Because you at 60. You ain't built this with him to even have that mental connection with him to even value the things that he have. Because you just want him so you can benefit from it. But I ain't been with you long enough for you to really even care that deeply about me. You find a man your age, his health goes, it just turns to the worst. Y'all only been together a year, 8 months, 2 years, and she has this type of attitude, this type of mentality. At what point do you think she's there to stay through the long haul? Unless her name is on everything. Because she's definitely the type, hey, just in case something happened to you, let's put my name on it so I can get it. But she doesn't strike me as bedpan, help walk, help get in and out the car, doctor's appointments every other week. She's not that. Because if she don't have those problems, she's not going to deal with those problems. That's basically the basis of what she's saying. I'm like this, so you have to be better than this. That means in health too. If I ain't getting around in a walk in a wheelchair, I don't want to help you get around in a walk or a wheelchair. If I can take myself to the restroom, you need to take yourself to the restroom. That's what that means. And men don't say shit, but we know this. And this is why they just, slowly doing their own thing. And y'all can't figure it out because we not telling y'all what we know. We just acting on the information we have. So it's like a surprise attack to y'all. But, hey, she's 60. If you feel like baby girl deserves a man, like nobody deserves that at all. Whether it's a man, whether it's a woman, nobody deserves I'm going to be in a relationship with you and I think I'm better than you. Because then you can just be by yourself. And if she make enough money to be by herself and retire, that's perfectly fine, man. You had a family. You gambled on yourself. You lost, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't die. Just you dying by yourself. She dying alone.
You don't know that.
You dying alone. You dying alone. Because I feel like unless you got like 10 years with somebody, the connection ain't as deep as is 10 plus
So you
years.
don't think you'll ever get to the point where you just like let's say you single at 50.
Okay, somebody'll just be here.
So at 50, if you're still single, if you haven't gotten, the lifestyle that you thought you were going to have, are you going to at that point say, let me just get somebody to be here? I just need somebody to be here?
Men don't really have that problem like that.
What do you mean?
Because one of y'all accomplishment that mostly every woman want is to be married.
Okay.
I can wake up and just, hey, you come here, let's just get married. Yeah. Like,
come on.
Yeah, that's how they go. You can really just walk outside and pick somebody, talk to them, be good. Because I don't think y'all realize this. The average woman with kids is looking for help. They don't want to call it that. They want to call it love. They want to call it whatever it is they want to call it. You are looking for help. You need somebody to help take some of this burden off of you. Mm-hmm. So if I'm a solid individual, I treat you how I'm supposed to treat you. I treat your kids like I'm supposed to treat you. I take care of bills and responsibility like I'm supposed to. You have no reason, and it is not in your best survival instinct to walk away from me if I ask you to marry me. That's the difference. As long as men have to ask you to marry them, men have the power. Long as you're struggling as a woman, you're going to bend or break your rules. You have two sets of rules for the man that you want and the man that you settle for. The man that you want, you bend and you break your rules. The man that you settle for, you out the first time he do something. You didn't want to be there anyway. So that's how they go. Come on, man. We know how this shit go.
You talking too much.
Oh, my bad.
You were talking.
I'm sorry. I ain't mean to sit up here and be truthful.
You talking way too much.
I'm just saying
you talking too loud.
Man, I'm just. They got to hear me in the back. That's what they say for the people in the back.
For the people in the back.
I'm just saying.
Well, they heard you.
And it's like, but I'm not saying it to be like
I know.
malice.
I know.
It's just what it is. And if I had a daughter, I would tell my daughter this: do not subscribe to what the majority of these women are subscribing to, because at the end of the day, you can't ask yourself to marry you. That's what I would tell my daughter. Why would I tell my daughter, look here, you can get any car you want.
But men do tell their daughters, don't settle, baby girl.
Don't settle for Pookie's, Ray Rays, and Jodies. The person, the mentality of the person, that's what we tell them don't settle for. Mm-hmm. We don't tell you to belittle the man based off finances or whatever the case may be. Because all of y'all say what? I want somebody I can build with. You don't build with a six-figure nigga. You do not build with a six-figure nigga. It's already built. It's already built, yeah. How do you build with somebody who has it all?
You can't.
Exactly.
There's nothing to build.
That's why if y'all ever move in with a man and he already have his stuff together, the first thing y'all do when y'all walk in this house, y'all look around the walls and see what can you put on the walls so you can contribute to what's going on. I'm going to make the house a home. These pictures don't make the house a home because they would have been there because I couldn't afford them if I wanted them. Like, you have to feel like you did something. But, okay, cool. Let's say you do make the house a home. This house was here before you. Mm-hmm. His peace was here before you. Mm-hmm. You came into his house and you brought attitude. You brought other men's kids and you brought combativeness, selfishness. The house is a home for you. This is now my hell. That's how they go. You turned my house into your home. Damn. And now my house is my hell.
That's a little power. That's a word right there.
Any man, you think men are supposed to go out there, work, whether they got a job in the AC, hard labor, refinery job, whatever the case may be. A man's supposed to wake up, go out there, battle the world, come home and battle his wife, battle his woman.
No.
So what would you call it if that was the norm? You wouldn't call it hell? You don't think that would be a version of hell for a man?
It was definitely not peaceful.
Then what is it?
I'm just saying. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that was just a strong message, like the way you said it. Just, I guess it definitely brings things into perspective. When you
Well,
say
I mean,
this is my hell now because I was happy here before you got here, and then when you started with your shit. Now,
what is my shit?
No. I'm talking about from the man. You know, if they bring the woman in, hey baby, it's your home now. You know, you and the kids. This is it for y'all. And then you start doing all this shit, and I done brought you in my home, and I used to be peaceful here. I used to come home, kick off my shoes, watch the game, play my game, relax. Now I gotta come home, toys all on the damn floor. No food is cooked. I ain't got nothing in the refrigerator.
I got to deal with whatever it is you've been thinking about all day, probably for 2 weeks. I just wanted to come home. That's it. I just wanted to come home. So you don't. That's hell. I have to I've known over my lifespan. I probably known about 7 to 10 people who enjoy going to work more than being at home. They would pick up extra shifts, stay later than usual because they didn't want to go home and deal with their old lady.
That's terrible.
But if he was to tell that,
why wouldn't he leave?
Whatever the reason, the kids, marriage, whatever reason they needed for them to stay is their reason. But a lot of people stay for kids. A lot of people stay because they married. They don't want a failed marriage under their belt.
Yeah.
So whatever the reason is that they stayed, and on top of this conversation is fairly new. Like, it always existed, but we never said it to on platforms and out louds and had people who said this to where it's like, damn, that is how I feel. So this concept of why you stay, why you ain't just leave for a man is new. It's a new concept. You don't abandon your family. It's a new concept.
Because that's your responsibility.
It's your responsibility. You put this together because I have to agree to the relationship.
But what if they didn't put it together? Like, what if it's kind of like a ready-made family?
They put it together. Even if it's a ready-made family, you put it together.
Because you extended the invitation.
You extended, and you have a duty for each person in this house. You put it together. Whether you put it together, you glued it together, you finished what was already there. When you sign up for that, that's your job.
Well, I think it's not enough men speaking up. And I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying it's not.
Men are speaking up
Are they?
every day. No, but that's just like the